Guys, I don't know what happened. I gotta be honest. Like, I just got hit with some copyright issues. I guess maybe because I had um, some music playing in the background. I have no idea. That's never happened to me on a live stream. Um, so that's weird. But yeah, I am back at it. Damn, that's a bummer because there were like 30, 40 people on the live stream tuning in, which is unfortunate, but um, yeah, let's run this back. So let's try this back again. Hold on, guys. We're back, baby. We're back. DJ Gonzo, Beast Ice, and let's go. I Me Unlock LLC. Great picks for the Hawks tonight, my fellow fans. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, man. I'm so bummed out that YouTube kicked me off my live stream because we were on a roll, boys. We were on a roll, okay? I was in the zone. Fellow Hawks Nation, you guys were in the zone. But we're back. We're back. I guess I'm not going to have any music playing in the background. Yeah, I guess YouTube kicked me off for that. I had some Young Thug playing. I had to, fellow AT Alien. But yeah, how are we going to afford all these players for the future? Beast Dyson, I don't know. That's why I don't get paid millions of dollars to make these decisions. That all falls on our front office. But you know, we're going to make it work, I promise. Yes, we're not going to be able to keep all of our young assets. We're going to have to trade some pieces or not sign some eventually. But that's okay because we'll make the right moves at the right time. And as long as we just keep reloading and keeping the main untouchables intact, like Trey, like obviously we're not going to be able to keep everyone, but we're going to keep a good chunk of them. Like I don't know what our exact core is going to be 3-4 years from now. Definitely Trey Young, ideally, hopefully DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and, you know, one other person. But I think as long as those three pan out and just stick together, like that's a strong big three, given, you know, everything considered. They hating on greatness right now. DJ Gonzo, you're absolutely right, man. They hating on some greatness. I don't know why. They don't want to see us shine. They saw us snag Jalen Johnson, number 20. Then they saw us fleece the rest of the league by getting Sharif Cooper at number 48. And now the league is hating, YouTube's hating. They don't want to see us shine, man. It's a damn shame. Later down the road, we'll know who to keep and what to go away from. Yeah, absolutely right. DJ Gonzo, you're absolutely right. And, yeah, I'm excited. Hold on, boys. Just got to tune in right here. But let's go. This is a huge draft for us. I mean, if Jalen Johnson and Sharif Cooper pan out, and obviously we can say this about the DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish class. We can say this about, Trey Young has already reached his peak. But if Kevin Huerter then pans out to a stud, who knows? But Sharif Cooper and Jalen Johnson, especially at their value at 20 and 48. That's incredible, guys. That is incredible. Nefarious, maybe you could react to Travis's press conference. That's a great idea, Nefarious. That is a great idea. Let me see where that press conference is at. Does anyone know how to find this live press conference? Is that going on right now? I've been so tuned in on this live stream trying to get to talking to you guys that I haven't been on Twitter in the last like 10 minutes. Yeah, Beast Dyson, I agree. Lou Will's probably going to be gone. You're absolutely right. We did damn good. Yeah, you're right, Greg. We absolutely did. We did damn good. Damn good job. Man, I hope this turns into an OKC situation where they had 3 future MVPs on the same team. You're right. But what I don't want to see, ISO Joe, is those 3 players leaving because Russ, Harden, and KD all left Oklahoma City. So let's hope that doesn't happen, and let's just pray that they all stick on the same team, which is the Hawks, because that would suck. Steal of the night, Sharif Cooper. DJ, you're absolutely right, my man. 100%. At 48, that's absolute incredible value. Like, I'm telling you guys, look at the scouting reports. Look at all these mock drafts. There were a lot of reports out there that had Sharif Cooper going in the late first round, early second at the latest. Like, the fact that he fell at 48 is incredible. Let's go. These guys can play right away. Yeah, you're absolutely right. These guys can play right away. It's not over. Watch these undrafted free agents. Schlink gets 2. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not even too much worried about the undrafted free agents. We don't even need anyone else as far as undrafted players go. We'll pick up probably one other vet in free agency, maybe a big man. But yeah, I don't expect us to sign any undrafted free agents on two-way deals or anything like that. Search ATL Hawks fans to see it. Yeah, you're right. Let's see it, guys, because I am very curious to see what Travis Schlink says. So I'm gonna be searching up this. Oh, okay. Oh, it already got posted. Atlanta Hawks Travis Schlink post-game media. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but let's just quickly tune in here for this Travis Schlink press conference while I get this loaded up. Alan Brooks, I'm telling you, trust in Travis Schlink. Go Hawks. Cheers, my man. You're absolutely right. I would be having a couple of beers right now if I didn't have to wake up so early. I don't even know how much longer I can stay up. It's 12:46 where I'm at. I still have work in the morning. I got a couple conference calls and meetings I need to attend. But let's go. So yeah, let me get this press conference up for everyone in just a second. All right, so let's see what he says. I'm not gonna get hit with any copyright issues, right? Because this is what happened in my last live stream. I had a video playing in the background with some music, and then YouTube hit me with the damn copyright, cut off my live stream mid-sentence while I was on a roll like butter. So the Heat drafted nobody, LOL. Yeah. Now, I don't even know what other teams drafted. I know the New York Knicks, LOL, like basically traded back a few times. But other than that, I'm not too much concerned about other teams. I'm only worried about our Hawks, and I know we had a damn good draft. So yeah, let's peep this Travis Schlink press conference. I'm not gonna play it for too much. I'll play just a few minutes of it. But let's see what Travis Schlink had to say here. So let's get this up on the screen.
Can you just start by,
all right, Travis.
First round pick, a bit of a gamble, or what did you see in him? And
first round pick. Let's see what you say, Travis.
So listen, he's an extremely talented player.
Extremely talented player.
Size, great ball skills, rebounds, defends.
Rebounds, defends. Yep.
You know, obviously had some issues at Duke. You know,
we addressed this earlier, guys.
high school as well.
Only played 13 games in college.
20, and then that sort of.
And then he bounced around in high school. He left his first high school, went to IMG Academy, left then again to go back to his previous high school, which is a bit of a head scratcher. Slight red flag, but that's okay.
Jalen said that he didn't work out for you guys during the process. So
Wow.
how'd you decide?
I didn't know about that.
The right fit for you guys?
Well, Well, as I just mentioned, we met with him in Chicago, and obviously, we've seen him play through all the high school events coming up, and obviously, I went the game, 13 games he played at Duke. Listen, John Collins didn't come and work out for us in the draft process either, so it's not the first time that we've drafted somebody that didn't come in and work out for us.
Do you see him as being a swing guy who can play more than one spot for you, or do you see him as primarily a 3?
No, I see him as a combo forward. He's got the
Yep.
defensive versatility to play a lot of different positions.
That's exactly what I said.
Here at Duke, and he's got the ball skills to play on the
6'9", almost a 7-foot wingspan, guys. He's got versatility.
We view him as kind of the modern NBA, being able to play both inside and outside and defensive versatility.
That's exactly why we picked him. You can't have, you can never have too many wings on your NBA team, guys. I'm telling you, the wing position is the most important position in all of basketball.
So we had
Those
ranked
athletic,
much higher,
lengthy wings.
Obviously, than 48. So we got pretty excited when we saw him there late. Just a really, really good playmaker.
Yeah, and that's a very underrated aspect of his game is he's a point forward, guys. This guy could even honestly be, as the secondary playmaker when Trey's off the court. Who knows? Like, he's got that type of ceiling.
He did this past year, so we feel like the jump shot will be there. So we're excited to add him to our program as well.
You mentioned the issues that Jalen had in high school and in college. What makes you sold that he's going to be able to figure that out?
See what he says.
Yeah, listen. I wouldn't be sitting here if people didn't give me a chance after I made a mistake in high school or college.
I love that. I love that answer.
But like I said, when the group met with him, he didn't run from those. He took accountability for those. And, that's what you're looking for. We all make mistakes, right?
We all make mistakes. Don't judge this kid off his high school mistakes. We've done a lot of stupid things, guys. We've done a lot of stupid things when we were 16, 17, 18 years old. Don't let that be a red flag. That's the only reason why this guy dropped. Atticus Finch, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Okay, and finish what you were saying, Atticus. But what? But the Hawks are going to win the 2022 NBA championship? I absolutely agree. Dynasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings in the future on the horizon for our Atlanta Hawks. But yeah, back to Jalen Johnson here. This guy, this is the only reason why he slipped as far as he did to number 20. If he didn't have those off-court issues, given his high school career and what he did at Duke, opting out after 13 games, this man was a lock for a top 10 pick, and we got him at 20. And versatile wings, like you heard Travis, the modern NBA is a positionless game. You don't need an exact small forward, power forward, center. Onyeka Okongwu is a prime example of that. This man can play the 4, the 5. In the modern NBA, you don't need to be a 6'11", 7-foot center to be effective. You just need versatility. Nefarious, not 4, not 5, not exactly. But man, I love that answer. And guys, you guys might be concerned about his off-court behavior, but you don't think that the Hawks did our due diligence? We have professional sports psychologists. We have professional behavioral scientists. I don't even know what to call them, but they vetted out Jalen Johnson. We spoke to this guy. Travis Schlenk obviously has a knack for keying in on and hitting home runs on players. Rest in peace, Omari Spellman. We're not going to count that pick, but guys, Jalen Johnson has potential to be a two-way star in this league. And I say that to a lot of our players, DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, but Jalen Johnson truly does. So when you have a wing rotation of DeAndre, Cam, Kevin Huerter, Jalen Johnson, let's go, man. That's impressive. And as much as I don't want this to happen, but yeah, this provides a lot of insurance if we do have to part ways with John Collins or Cam Reddish. Jalen Johnson is a serviceable player that can play and fit that role right after. So yeah, let's go. All right, Atticus, I'm ready for your question. Who are we losing? I wish I had a crystal ball. It looks like I'm getting a live caller right now. Hold on, folks. All right, let's hear. All right, you're on the air with Hawks Fan TV. Who are you and where are you calling from?
This is Ricky from Lawrenceville.
Ricky from Lawrenceville, what's going on, brother? What are your thoughts about the draft and our picks?
Man, this feels like kind of playing chess once again. I mean, Jalen Johnson is, there's no reason he should have been there in 20. But he's one of the challenges. Man, I mean, this kid does a lot for us, just from a leg standpoint, being able to stretch the floor. I mean, that's an immense amount of talent you picked up from the spot you did. I mean, he had top 5 potential.
Yes, sir.
NBA 20 is a steal. Let me also say, as an Auburn alum, I'm immensely happy that Sharif Cooper thought of us as well. I mean, you talk about Trae Young light. He's Trae Young light. I mean, is there anyone for him to learn how to play in the NBA and gain the skills needed to be the kind of player he is, the game he has? It's Trae Young. I mean, they complement those two are so oddly similar in the way that they play that it's just for him to learn from Trae is gonna be immense for him. Good for him and his growth, in which I can see him definitely getting a solid amount of minutes going along with Lou coming off the bench. So I think Travis hit it out the park, honestly. And given the fact of what we currently have, I mean, I know probably a lot of people don't watch, Summer League basketball, but you're going to want to watch Summer League this year because the talent that's going to be oozing out from this team on Summer League and coming out of College Park and onto the Hawks, it's going to be nuts.
Yes, sir. Ricky, I appreciate your call. I completely agree, man. I've been so high on Travis Schlenk. This man has hit home runs on every single draft pick. He's made all the right moves in free agency. So this is just another kind of, highlight of his young career as a GM for the Hawks. So I'm excited. A+ draft from us this year once again. I appreciate your call, Ricky, and thanks for calling in.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, Ricky from Lawrenceville, right down the street from me. Okay, so appreciate you calling in. You guys heard it. Ricky from Lawrenceville said that Jalen Johnson, top 5 draft pick potential. Sharif Cooper, hometown kid, very Trae-like. So yeah, I'm stoked. Who are you guys more excited about? This is a question for you all. Are you more excited about Sharif Cooper or Jalen Johnson? Let's hear it. Oh, man, I'm pumped. This has been an incredible draft. Let's go. ATL rack up on the Summer League title. Yeah, yes, sir, IMEI. Yes, sir. This year's Summer League is actually slightly different. Every team plays 4 games, and basically the 2 teams with the highest record, the best record, will play in the championship game for their 5th and final game. Now, every team does play a 5th game, but it's not for the championship. So total, our Hawks will play at least 5 games, definitely 5 games, but hopefully it's for the Summer League title. Because, I want to see Jalen Johnson, all those guys. Oh, God, I got a new dog, so he's running around. My girlfriend's playing with him. But, yeah, we adopted a new dog from the shelter last weekend, so he's going crazy. He's hyped up, too, about Jalen Johnson and Sharif. So, all right. So, Atticus says he's more excited about Sharif. What's the bench going to be looking like, Beast Ison? The bench is going to be looking like this. If all goes well, fully healthy, Sharif Cooper, Kevin Huerter, Cam Reddish, Danilo Gallinari, and Onyeka Okongwu. That is our bench, and that is really all we need. We're 10 deep, okay? We're the deepest team in the NBA. I said this last season, going into last season, and we just added to that with this draft. DJ Gonzo is more excited for Coop. Nefarious is more excited about Jalen. I want to see Sharif and Trae run 1 and 2 and play some small ball. It could work. We saw a little bit of that with Lou and Trae. There are definitely some. If we have Sharif Cooper and Trae Young playing at the same time, then we absolutely need Clint Capella at the 5, and then DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish on the wings, because we just give up too much defensively with both of them being 6'1" in the backcourt. They'll just get cooked every night if they're playing point guard and shooting guard. but the offensive potential is great. I still, we'll see what Sharif can do in this next level, but he definitely has high potential. I'm super high on him. Cooper probably has a chip on his shoulder now. Yeah, he absolutely does. This man was supposed to go late in the first round, and the fact that he fell to 48, he's going to make every single team regret passing on him. We have another live caller. Let's see who this is. What's going on, man? You're live on Hawks Fan TV. Where are you calling from, and what's your name?
This is Jay from Atlanta, Georgia.
Jay from Atlanta, Georgia. What's going on, brother? You're on the live stream. What do you think about the draft?
Pretty crazy. Coming into the draft, the Hawks were in a unique position. They didn't have any needs because they was pretty much too deep at every position other than point guard. So they could go best player available, and they got that to an incredible extent at both spots. Jalen Johnson was by far really the most talented player available.
Mm-hmm.
At 20, he dropped there because of all the off-court stuff, quitting on his team in Duke, and also similar stuff in high school.
Yep.
But just the talent itself, you can really say he's easily top 10, arguably top 5.
Easily.
Just on skill set. And as far as getting Cooper at 48, I'm just sort of speechless. I don't know what to say about that.
I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there.
He's definitely has some weaknesses, but his strengths, what he does well, he does it at a super elite level. Like, he has a super elite handle. He is a super elite passer, and he can really break the defense down. He's incredible in the pick and roll. So he has really a lot of talent, and the thing for him is just to overcome those few weaknesses. He's not a good shooter. He's going to have to do his shot. But the main thing, even more than a three-point shot, he needs an in-between game. He's got to get like a floater, and I think a floater would go a long way for him. But just in terms of talent, I could see him stepping right in and being the backup point guard year one.
Yeah, I completely agree, and luckily he has a great teacher and professor to train him on that mid-range floater in Trae Young. So I think he's in good hands, and he's one of those players that has that chip on his shoulder. I just said this on the stream, but he fell to 48. He's going to make every single team regret on passing him and making him drop that far. So I'm super excited about him, and like we said about Jalen, easily talent alone, top 5, top 10 lottery pick. But yeah, I'm excited. Absolute A+ grade on the draft this year. Jay, I appreciate you calling in, and thanks for the support. Have a good one. Man, Jay from Atlanta calling in, another local right here in the city. Thank you for tuning in. But you guys heard him. Another happy, satisfied Hawks fan from this year's draft. Jalen Johnson. Sharif Cooper, AA+++ on both of those picks. Danny McBride, you like Jalen Johnson? Me too, brother. Me too. Moss, Cooper will be an exciting impact player. I agree. Cooper is a great ball handler. I agree. Coop wins that backup role. I agree. I think we're going to go to sign a veteran point guard, backup point guard. Yeah, we still might, because I don't know how much we can trust a 19-year-old rookie and Sharif Cooper in the postseason. So, obviously, as we know in the playoffs, the rotations tighten up a lot more. We'll only be running like 8-9 deep max. So I don't see how Sharif Cooper fits in that rotation come playoff time, unless he just absolutely just blows it out the park in the regular season. So, yeah, it's exciting. We got some controversy in the chat. Atticus says, no way we sign another PG, when Danny McBride says that we are going to sign a veteran backup. So that's another great question. I'm curious to hear y'all's thoughts, guys. Do we sign another backup point guard in free agency, or do we stick with Cooper as the primary backup point guard? Let's hear it. I'm curious to hear y'all's thoughts. Personally, I don't see how we sign another backup point guard in free agency. I mean, we have so many players. Unless we trade someone, I don't see why we would take Sharif Cooper. with our second pick if we're just going to sign up another backup PG and Cooper's not going to play. So it's going to be tough. It's Matt. I had Cooper going in the first round. Alex Gonzalez says, wouldn't have been a bad pick in the top 20. His playmaking is all we need right now with all those shooters around him. Yes, I agree. We don't need Sharif Cooper to score at all. Even though he was a 20-point per game scorer in college, again, small sample size, only played 11 games in college, but 20 points and 8 plus assists in his college career. That's still pretty damn good. But we don't need him to score. We saw in the highlights just a second ago that this man can make every pass in the book. So as long as he just facilitates to players like Cam Reddish, Kevin Huerter, Jalen Johnson, it's going to be good. Let's see here. ISO Joe, it's kind of crazy how both picks are steals. I definitely didn't see Jalen Johnson dropping to 20. Neither did I, ISO Joe, which shout out to you, by the way. I love the name. Joe Johnson is one of my favorite Hawks of all time. He was actually my favorite Hawk up until Trey, stealing that title very recently. But yeah, Joe Johnson, ISO Joe, one of the greatest Hawks of all time. Shout out to you. What happens with payroll if we put one of these guys, one of those rookies in the G League? I'm thinking Cooper might play in the G League a la Schroeder when we drafted him. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be tough. I don't know. Let's see how they do in Summer League and in the preseason. But Sharif has hella potential. He's got super high ceiling. And he could be an elite passer and really fill that backup point guard very well. So I don't know. I really don't. Nefarious, 100% we're going to sign a veteran point guard. You need a lot of depth for the regular season. I agree, Nefarious. I agree. But like I said, we're 11, 12, 13 deep right now as we stand. We got Trey Young, Bogey, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella, Kevin Huerter, Cam Reddish, Jalen Johnson, Sharif Cooper, Danilo Gallinari, Onyeka Okongwu. That right there is 11 players. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Dana McBride says, absolutely not. I love our draft picks. Seriously, I do too. I absolutely do as well. Johnson dropping to 20 is surprising. Cooper dropping to 40 is borderline laughable. I agree. Like I said in the last stream just now before I got shut off YouTube, the fact that he slipped to 48 is just mind-boggling. Like, just complete head-scratcher. Travis must have had some insider trading knowledge to know that he was going to slip that far, because I honestly thought that we were going to trade up to get someone like Butler or Cooper in the early second. Justin Gaming Channel, Night Stays, he was our best end of E. Oh yeah, guys, I completely forgot about Nathan Knight and Skylar Mays. Duh. Nathan Knight and Skylar Mays. So yeah, we're so deep. I don't know if Nathan Knight and Skylar Mays are going to stay on the team. They're kind of the odd mans out in this rotation. Honestly, Jalen Johnson can do everything Nathan Knight can do, but way better. So I don't think Nathan Knight or Skylar Mays are going to be on this team for the foreseeable future, which I love Nathan Knight, the Dark Knight. Skylar Mays, pretty solid, but yeah, they're just not going to get any playing time. So appreciate your guys' help last year, but don't think you guys are going to be on this team for much longer. What is Dunn thinking? And we have Chris Dunn. Completely forgot about him. Chris Dunn just recently agreed and picked up his player option, of course, for another $5 million. That's really not surprising. I'm pretty sure Chris Dunn gets dealt this offseason at some point. So, yeah, we have a lot of moving pieces here. A lot of moving pieces. What happened to Lou, Atticus Finch? Lou is still there. He's a free agent technically. He's a free agent. He's vocally expressed the fact that he wants to come back to Atlanta. But he's looking for a multi-year deal, which I don't think we're going to give. But if he comes on for a vet minimum for 1 year, I like him. You know, he could kind of be that last point guard, I guess. Steven Delgado, Dunn doesn't actually exist. You must be a fellow Atlanta Hawks Redditor, because we have that ongoing joke in the subreddit for the Atlanta Hawks that's, Chris Dunn isn't a real person. So, yeah. Bruno Fernando, you're gone. Sorry, Bruno's gone. Rightfully so. I love Bruno, but he's just not an NBA caliber player. So he's gone. Bye-bye to you, Bruno. Why not just keep him as a vet PG? Because, Atticus, he's going to be pricey, and he's looking for a multi-year deal is what he said, which we're not going to give him a more than 1 year contract. So I hope he signs. I mean, he's from Atlanta too, so he probably wants to run it back. But it's tough to see right now, especially drafting Cooper in the second round. Nefarious Bruno just takes up space, not going to lie. Yeah, I agree. Bruno's pretty worthless. I'd honestly trade him for literally like $500, like dead ass. Bruno is really bad. I don't want to, talk trash to our Hawks, but yeah, Bruno's just not a good player. Lakers will sign Lou Will. Just watch. They traded so many players. They need shooters. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't doubt that. Like the Lakers are also in the market for Buddy Hield. Apparently, they just got Russell Westbrook, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Lou went back to LA this time playing for the Lakers. I hope he doesn't go there though. I really don't. BG probably gone. Yeah, Rohan, you're absolutely right. BG's not coming back. He's just not. We basically just drafted a better Brandon Goodwin and Sharif Cooper, who's a way better passer already and just a better player in my opinion than Brandon. Thank you for your service here, Brandon Goodwin. Loved your fill-in role when Trey got hurt towards the end of the regular season, but I don't expect you to be back for much longer. But yeah, the whole Bruno thing is hilarious. I personally, like I said, I'd give him up for $500 in cash considerations. But what would you guys give up for Bruno Fernando? Maybe like a large pizza from like Mellow Mushroom or something. I don't know. What about Solomon Hill? Yeah, honestly, we're so log jammed at the wing, Steven. I don't think Solomon Hill's going to come back either. It's great to have that veteran presence, but Solomon Hill really, aside from just that locker room veteran presence and for him to come in and maybe hard foul a couple of players, he just doesn't really do anything that well for him to crack the rotation. He honestly shouldn't have played a single minute this year, but given all of our injuries, he had to play. But I don't see Solo or Tony Snell coming back. Unfortunately, I still love Tony Snell, greatest three-point shooter in NBA history. But yeah, I don't see them coming back. Goodwin has a place in the NBA. Bruno, not so sure. Yeah, I don't know. Just a Gaming Channel says that Nathan Knight does stay. He's the best of our end bench player. Maybe. I don't see that, honestly. Just a Gaming Channel. I don't think Nathan Knight stays for much longer, given the Jalen Johnson pick and who else we get in free agency. But who knows? Maybe. Rohan says, I think Solomon Hill is getting paid by a young team that needs a solid-minded vets. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. He could honestly do what he did for our Hawks team this year to another young team. Maybe like the Charlotte Hornets or, I don't even know. My mind's going blank right now. But yeah, very possible. Says, what are the implications of the Jalen Johnson pick? Are John Collins' replacement? ? Yeah, we've gotten this question a lot today. I personally don't believe that Jalen Johnson was here to replace John Collins or Cam Reddish. Could he fit that role? Absolutely. But our team is set for this year. Like, we're not getting rid of John Collins this year. We're not getting rid of Cam Reddish. Certainly not this year. We might, maybe, depending on how things pan out, maybe we do a sign-and trade with John Collins and let him go by the deadline, which I don't think is going to happen. Sources tell me that we're going to sign John Collins to a 4-year, $110 million deal. That's just what I've been seeing, what I've been reading. So I fully expect John Collins to come back and play for the future. Same with Cam Reddish, but who knows? Cam Reddish still has 2 years left on his rookie deal. I don't think we should get rid of him anytime soon because I think he has elite kind of all-star potential. Let's see here. Nefarious says, this is an unpopular take, but I really want Solo back. He's a dog. He is a dog, and I love him for what he did in that New York Knicks series specifically, what he did to Nerlens Noel, basically going into halftime, bumping his shoulder into him, letting him know that we here and we're not going to take anyone's shit. I love Solo. Every Hawks fan loves Solomon Hill. There's not a single person that I've spoken to that dislikes Solo from a personality standpoint. from a basketball standpoint, that's where things get a little dicey because he's just not that good of an NBA player. You could argue that he could play good defense at times, but we saw in the postseason his defense wasn't even that good. And of course, we know what he provides zero value from an offensive standpoint. So he's honestly just taking up a roster spot and money from a better player, honestly. So I love Solo. He can come to my house and drink and party with me, but I don't think he's going to be on the Hawks basketball team for much longer. Danny McBride says, LOL, I'm sorry, but bye Solo. Yeah, I agree, guys. I don't think Solomon Hill is going to play for that much longer for the Hawks because we have so many wings. We have so many wings, and fully healthy, Solo would literally get no minutes. Like Jalen Johnson already, I would put Jalen Johnson ahead of Solomon Hill, and he's never played a single minute in the NBA, but I'm still rolling the dice on Jalen Johnson over Solo to play that wing position for us. Oh yeah, big shout out to Nefarious, guys. If you haven't seen his channel, check it out. He makes some awesome NBA videos, most notably the Trae Young Doubted video. The best kind of overall highlight and storyline I've seen from Trae Young. Check out Nefarious' channel, please. Like his Trae Young video, I think it's like 8 or 9 minutes long, but he tells a beautiful story from his draft night all the way to the playoffs this year, and it made me cry damn near. Like I shed a tear watching that video. So big ups to you, Nefarious. And yeah, love the video. Let's see here. Night is slept on. Zeke Newhouse says night is slept on. Guys, I love Nathan Knight, the Dark Knight. Like he had some great plays in this regular season, showed a lot of flashes. He needs to improve tremendously on the defensive end and work on his fouling, and he definitely needs to work on his jump shooting. But yeah, he has some jaw-dropping plays, some posters. He's a high-energy player, can crash the glass. So I like him. But, yeah, I mean, given all of our players on this current roster, I just don't see how he cracks the rotation. I mean, there's a reason why he played 0 minutes in the playoffs. So, yeah. Open to grid. I'm sure you've answered this a million times, but what happened to Cam Hunter Kev with that huge Collins contract? What happens? Well, for Hunter and Cam Reddish, they still have 2 full years left on their rookie deal, so we don't have to pay them until 2023. So we're fine. Kevin Huerter, he's coming up for a big payday, in my opinion. He's going into his 4th and final year of his rookie deal, so we're going to have to pay him. If we don't get it done this offseason, we're going to have to pay him next season or he's going to walk. So things are going to get dicey. Trae and Kev both are up for big paydays going to their 4th and final year. So my gut tells me we probably get something done with Kev this offseason. Actually, I don't know. I really don't know. Well, let's see how he does. The worst case scenario would be that he balls out and makes a big leap in year 4, and then it's just harder to retain him because the market is going to give him way more. So it might be best to re-sign Kevin Huerter now for as low as possible. But yeah, I could see him get anywhere from like $14 to $17 million a year based off of that playoff performance. Man, crazy. Alex Gonzalez, Trae Young story was funny. They literally knew he was in a mix of Nash and Curry, but assumed he'd be a bust because he's small. Yeah, Alex Gonzalez, great name, by the way. My name is Alex as well. Yeah, I mean, they labeled Trae as a bust since day one. But yeah, this man is a beast, superstar. Finally, the Atlanta Hawks have a true superstar in Trae. We've been so desperate for a true superstar, and Trae is not only going to be superstar himself, but he's going to lure other big-time free agents to Atlanta. Which, if you guys haven't checked out, go to the HawksFanTV.com website. One of our writers came out with a great piece of basically Atlanta, the new basketball city. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. The website is officially live as of this week. So if y'all haven't checked it out, HawksFanTV.com, give it a check. We will be posting all the latest news and rumors and stories on that website, so check it out. Let's see here. Trae's definitely getting his max this offseason, right? Yeah, it's either going to be this offseason or next offseason. But he's definitely going to get a max deal. it's probably a blessing in disguise that he hasn't made an all-pro team, because if he did, he would be eligible for a supermax, which obviously means we have to spend more money. So sucks for Trey that he's not able to get the max money, but yeah, I mean, we need to get that deal done sooner rather than later. But yeah, it's guaranteed that Trey's going to get a max deal from us. No questions asked. Hopefully this offseason, so we don't even have to stress about it going into next offseason. Yeah. But man, guys, this was an exciting night. Obviously, draft night. Once the regular season starts back up again, we will be doing more and more live streams after every single game, taking live caller reactions. I want to hear from you all. Don't be shy. Call into the channel. I want to converse and communicate with all of you guys. But yeah, I mean, guys, this was a great night. It's getting pretty late here, 1:20 in the morning where I'm at. I'm gonna have to call it nighttime soon here. But what a great night. I want to leave y'all with this final comments. Travis Schlenk is a damn smart general manager, and we are in great hands for the future, for not just the next year or two, but for the next 4, 5, 6 decade. We're in good hands. Him and Trae Young are going to bring some really, really good things to the city of Atlanta and this Hawks organization. I'm excited. Final thoughts from this draft, I give it an A++. Given the value that we got both